It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Speaking of readings, Larry, how you doing? Been a long time. How's it going? How you been doing, man? Black Swan, thank you for your 2 donations. Tosh, thank you for your 1 donation. Andrew, welcome to the stream. We got Catherine home. What is going on? Good to see you. Bartman, how you doing? And Gabby got contacted by Sam. That's some good news, I think. That's some good news, I think. It's gonna be a rocking Friday night. I mean, we're gonna go ahead. It's a party already. Everybody's here. It's a party already. Let's just face the facts. This place is going to be nonstop action tonight. That's the way it always is. Anyway, let's see what is going on today. RSH, what is up? Moon Honey, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Veronica, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Black Swan has 2 questions. One, I think, well, Black Swan, let's see. Did you get the first is blank and the next one has a question? All right. Black Swan, is it 2 questions or 1 question? Let me know. Let me know. What will happen next? Between T and I, let's find out. Or what's going? Oh no, we have first question. Why did he insist so hard to come back, and now he's cold and distant? Because people just can't change their mind. People can't make up their mind nowadays. Like you try to get them to make up their mind, you try to get them to commit, and they just can't do it. Oh my. You try to get somebody to make up their mind and commit, do something reasonable, and they just can't do it. Sarah, thank you for your donation. All right, let's go over here and let's grab a Chiro Marchetti deck. It is legit. It is right here. It is Chiro Marchetti deck. Catherine Home, thank you for your donation. And let's go with the Gilded Tarot Royale tonight. You know what I mean? Just beautiful 13. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Okay. Why did he insist so hard to come on back? And now he's cold, and now he can't change. Now he can't figure out what he wants. That's the problem. That is the problem. Strength, the world, and the 6 of Wands. I think it's temporary. I just think it's temporary. I don't think that's permanent, being cold and distant. I think they're going to come back around. The 6 of Wands, Lord of Victory, says, hey, be patient with them with a little bit of this strength card. This is something where they're trying to figure out what they want. It is. They're trying to figure out what they want. You know, the grass is always greener. When you don't have something, all of a sudden you just desperately need to get it back. And then you get it. And then you remember all the reasons that you broke up in the first place. This is something where you're just going to have a little bit of patience for this. And that's just the way it goes. There's not going to be a lot of... Not going to be a lot of determination coming from this individual, it looks like. The world says they want it all. They want the separation. They want the independence. They want this. They want that. But they want to be with you at the same time. They just can't figure out what they want. And I think you already figured that out. R, thank you for your donation. Six of Wands says be patient with them. If you're more patient with them, if you can sort of get in that mode of, just sort of understanding them, they're trying to find out what they want, how they want. I think they're going to come around and be much better later. But you're going to have to be a little bit patient with them, but that's just because that's the way it works. Anyway, what will happen between T and I? Is there a future? Is there something good? Do we have some amazing things in the queue? Maybe. All right, let's find out what will happen next. What is going on next between T and I? Is it going to be half decent? Is it going to be the Six of Wands? Is it going to be Tash? Thank you for your other donation. Look at this, Six of Swords. A lot of sixes tonight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sixes tonight. That's what we need. A Two of Swords says this is something where you do have a bit of a distance between you. You're sitting there, you're right together, but it seems really distant. It seems like there's a lot of space in between, even though there's literally not. The way it goes. Two of Swords says that's going to clean itself up. This is a temporary setback. You see this all throughout, right? Six of Swords and the Knight, both big movement cards, big action cards. Six of Swords says that if we ride this out, if we do this to the end, I think there are some good things happening, good things coming with regard to this connection. Six of Swords is a fantastic card in any reading because it does indicate you're going from a place of problems or difficulty into something that's clean, neat, organized, and it's going to be much better at the end of the day. Veronica, thank you for your other donation. A Knight of Swords. It says there's going to be some big movement once this settles down, right? But you're just going to have to be patient with it. You got to do it. What is going to happen? I think we have movement forward. I think we have some good things coming. Cora, thank you for your donation. Six of Swords says it's going to be a while, and it's kind of going to work your patience, right? It's going to kind of work your last nerve, but if you write it out, I think it's going to be A-okay. We had a Six of Wands in the last one, the Lord of Victory. We got a beautiful Six of Swords, again, with the sixes, riding towards something better, getting a destination that's going to be better than the current state. You just got to be patient with it, and I know that's going to be difficult indeed. Tosh, will I get a raise after my review? I mean, they're putting me on the chopping block over here and saying, hey, it's time for year-end review. And Tosh is like, okay, what about some cash? What about some fat cash? We need some. I mean, let's face it. At the end of the review, they should just go ahead and just hand you some money. I mean, Tosh, here's Tosh, and here's the job, right? Just go ahead and hand us the money, get Tosh the fat cash, and I think that is going to be all right. Everybody's going to be in a good mood after that one. Tosh, will you get that raise, though? Will they give you the fat cash? Will they be handing it over like that? Let's find out. By using the Bumbleberry Hollow, we haven't had this out on the table in a while. It's been a hot minute since you've seen this one. But we're going to find out if we can get a raise with some bumbleberries. You know what I'm saying? The Hierophant, ooh, the big company, the big thing coming in there. Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I think so. I think you get a raise. I do. You got some conflicting signs, though, here. Let's admit that. I mean, you got a Three of Swords into a Ten of Pentacles. But the Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant, it's almost like they're almost cutting somebody else to pay you. I'm going out on a limb. Tosh, it feels like they're cutting somebody else out. You see, somebody is going to get the axe. Somebody around there is going to get the axe. Three of Swords into the Ten of Pentacles. Not you. It looks like that you get the surplus almost. We get a little Ten of Pentacles action in there. We get a little more cash, right? A little more fat cash. The Hierophant talks about the company, about the organization. I think that they're taking the year-end review seriously this year because there's been a lot of problems this year. A lot of problems all over the place this year. You got to sort of deal with that. They're doing that. They're cutting somebody else, and they're giving you a little bit of a raise. Ten of Pentacles is a fantastic, beautiful raise card. If there's one card that would kind of indicate, let's lean towards getting more fat cash, and that was going to be it. But here's my fake money. I'm going to use this for getting fat cash. Here's my fake. They're going to get you, and they're just going to say, "Look here, Tosh. Here is your money." These are fake, by the way. That's why it says copy on here. Anyway, it's good prop money. These look really good, though. I bought these for my money trick, right, where I turn ones into 20s. And I'm gonna turn ones into hundreds now because I got this costs like $7.50 off Amazon. Anyway, I think it's fun for a prop. Julie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's go after getting that fat raise and see what Moon Honey has to know. How does this person feel about me, Moon Honey? They better feel good about you because you're Moon Honey. I'm just saying they need to feel good about you because you're Moon Honey. Let's see about the Bumbleberry Hollows. Get it one more time. Get some Bumbleberry Hollows action up in here. I need some rubber cement in order to make the money trick, and I don't have any. So I'm going to the store after the stream, and I'm getting some rubber cement, and hopefully I'll have a money trick fresh and ready to go tomorrow morning or tomorrow for the stream. So anyway, 8 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Knight of Swords, the Empress, and the 4 of Cups. There are some things about you that they could do without, that's for sure. They do like you. They do like your presence. They do think that you bring in some valuable stuff, some great stuff. I really like this. I think there's a lot of good things here. The Empress is especially nice. Knight of Swords before that, right? It's almost like they can't wait to get in there. No pun intended. They can't wait to sort of interact with you. They can't wait to sort of be with you again. In fact, I would say there's a little bit of anxiety sometimes when they're sort of thinking about you. I think they really like you. They have a sort of a little anxiety. Knight of Swords, I need to rush in. I need to do the unexpected. I need to try this. I need to get this going. And the Empress, right? How comfortable can I be? Very comfortable. Your presence, it makes a lot of good things happen. Now, 4 of Cups, though, it almost seems like they're abandoning something else to be with you. Again, tonight's going out on a limb night. I'm just saying. It's like they're abandoning something else to get with you, or they're abandoning something else that they kind of wanted. It's almost like they're giving up or sacrificing or something. Kind of an interesting combo there. DC, what's going on? Good to see you. 8 of Pentacles says there is some work involved. I don't think this is a freebie at any stretch of the imagination, but if you're willing to work through that, I think that they like you. They do like you. Almost of anxiety when you're not around. Kind of interesting indeed. But they think about you. They're like, hey, let's sort of get in here and see what happens and see what is going on with all of that. Overall, I like that. I think they have a lot of good things happening with that. Anyway, who else we got next? We have Veronica wants a little general. Let's do a little general for Veronica. And we have a PayPal too from CS has a PayPal. We will do the PayPal after this read and see what's going on with that. For this read, I want to use another deck that we haven't thrown on to the table as much as I would like, and that's the Gentle Tarot. Now, there is a mini version of this coming out. If you want it, you can get it, but I'm going to keep my full-size version, Just going to keep my full-size version over here because that's the way I do it. That's the way I like it. Up to you, Tarot. Welcome. How you doing? All right. Little general for Veronica. See what kind of things we can get into, especially in December. December is going to be kind of interesting. I can say that now. I mean, we do have a little bit of the Harvest of Stones. That's interesting. So it's like that where we're at, I like it. I think that where we're at is pretty good. In other words, you're kind of at a good spot. I kind of like that. You're kind of at a good spot. You're not just sort of desperate right now. You're not at your wit's end. There are some things that are challenging that are sort of going back and forth. It's almost, Jessica, you have not quite yet. Let me know, Jessica. Let me know what your question is. Now I see you, Jessica. Thank you for your donation. I got your question. You are going to be after the other PayPal after this read. Anyway, you're at a good spot. You wouldn't kick it out of bed. You're at a decent spot. Now, I do think that you're on a repeating cycle. And when I say that, I think there are some things that are repeating in your life, some patterns that are repeating that I don't think that you want in there. And that is going to be something that you're going to have to address sooner or later. You definitely have to get these repeating patterns. This happens, then I do this. That happens, then I do that. I don't think you want that system. You don't want that pattern there forever. This is something that you just need to get out of. 10 of Wands says, get any repeating patterns that aren't beneficial to you, that aren't doing you right, that aren't making you the person that you really need to be or really want to be, and just sort of see how I can escape those, or how can I get off that particular mouse wheel. 7 of Stones reversed, right? Because a lot of things that you have worked on, a lot of things that you're putting effort towards aren't exactly things that you want at the end of the day. Tosh, thank you for your other donation. But yeah, it feels like that this is sometimes very, very challenging for you, the repeating patterns. And it's time to break out of those cycles. What cycles can you do without? You know what I'm saying? What cycles can you do without? I think that's kind of your question now, and it should be your question going forward. What kind of cycles can we break versus which are the ones that really benefit me in long term? All right, we're going to hop over to PayPal. We got a couple of things. Val Mary, thank you for your donation. First thing we got is from CS. CS wants to know, let's see. Black cloud over me. Can't seem to have something. Can't seem to have any luck. Okay. CS can't seem to have any luck. And anytime somebody has this, I want to get the thought, because I want to get down to the root of the matter. I mean, you're already at the point where you feel like that you just have a cloud hovering over you, you know, might as well make it worse with the thought. No, just kidding. Might as well get to the root of the problem, because Crowley doesn't mess around. Crowley gets it, throws it on the table, and just makes it happen. And I think that is one of the things that we kind of need here. You're talking about a cloud being over you. Can't have any luck. Can we escape this? What's going on? We kind of need to get to the root cause of that. It's almost like, okay, all right, we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Tower's good. Tower's good. Nobody likes the tower. Everybody's like, death card and the tower card, they ain't no good. They're good. They're good when you have this question. You have this question, tower card's great. This question, this and this, that's great. All of a sudden, this looks good. It flips it on its head is what I'm saying. I think that's what's important here. You're talking about you can't seem to have any luck. You're talking about a cloud hanging over you. You're talking about things just sort of being in just dire straits. The tower is a good card once we get to that point. I mean, I don't mean that everybody should get to that point. I'm just saying, when you're there, hey, Tower says, let's crumble what we have here. I like it. Let's get what we have. Let's break it down. Let's not repeat this stuff. Let's not continue on this pathway. Let's break out of this and find something new. Find something that's going to be different. And I think that is what's coming. And again, good news for you, right? That's what you need. That is definitely what you need. Mina, thank you for your donation, or thank you for hanging out with us. It's one of those nights when too much going on. Maria, thank you for your donation. Okay. Basically what you have is crumbling down and you're in the midst of it. So, I mean, okay, you're in the midst of it and that doesn't feel good. When things are crumbling down, when things are coming down around us, being in that position is awkward and it feels weird. But this is something that these are some things that you need to get rid of, some things that you do need to shake off, because I don't think a lot of those do you any good anymore. Justice card, it does say that it is time to maintain a balance, because I think that your life is nothing like balance. I think that your life is pushing far, far into the imbalance section at this time. And it is time to get that back into balance. Why is the black hell out over us? Why are things going this way? Because you're amidst the incremental destruction caused by the Tower card. Tower card is the last card. That's a good thing for you because it's right next to what is next. It's right next to the future. And I think that once this is destroyed, once this is knocked down, we have a brighter, better tomorrow that is definitely going to be there. Now, there is some adjustment period. You're going to have to disassociate yourself with some things. You're going to lose some things that you've already lost, and that's okay. But I definitely would not take this as something that's permanent or something that's going to be detrimental. It is sort of a structure that is not good for you, that is falling down, and it's going to make way for something that is going to be better, mainly a balance, because your life is imbalanced at the moment. You feel that? You're ready to take some steps to do that. A lot of things are out of your control now, and they are going to be gone. You don't have to worry about those. Now you're going to be back in control in the driver's seat, and that is going to make everything a little bit better. So I would just be patient with it and just let this sort of slide, let the Tower card finish its progress, and then after that, I think that's going to be a lot better for you. All right, Jessica, I do have your donation. Thank you again. We'll pop you in after the third Tosh there, or the third Tosh. All right, Tosh has a bunch of questions tonight. Tosh wants to get all sorts of stuff going on over here. Tosh, all right. Has N been thinking about me? I think about me missing me. I feels energy oddly can't escape even if I wanted to. Has N been thinking about me? Let's find out what is going on with that. We're going to use my deck. We're going to use my deck, and we're going to get that done. By the way, this month, speaking of my deck, if you want to get all the secrets to my deck, if you want to understand how I created this deck and what I do to create tarot cards, a link right here, the Patreon. So I'm starting that. I actually worked on that today. I have 20 pages so far. This is going to be a long course. My goal is to make the most exhaustive course on how to create tarot cards that's ever been invented. Like, to the point that nobody will ever in their lifetime be able to touch what I'm creating, because it is going to be probably 30 to 50 hours worth of content, and it's going to be free for you if you're on the Patreon. I'm just saying. Where are you in the queue? I'm not sure, actually. Where are you in the queue? Sarah, you are before that. Sarah, where are you in the queue? Sarah, you're next. You're next, actually, after Tosh. Anyway, has N been thinking about me, missing me? I feel his energy so odd I can't escape it. Have they been thinking about me? What kind of things are coming up with that? Anyway, Two of Pentacles and Death. This is something that they have been thinking about you, but not in the way that they want to come back, right? Fam, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. The Death card. It just indicates that they're ready for something new at this point. I'm not saying that they want to come back, but they have been thinking about you, right? The Wounded Warrior reverse. They've accepted some things. They've moved past some things. I don't think that they're sort of still stuck on you per se, but they have done a lot of forgiveness, and that sort of shows it, where you're at. That sort of shows how things are going. Two of Pentacles. They have so many other things going on that they kind of want to lean towards. Not exactly chasing you again, but yeah, they do feel you, and you feel them. Death card says there's some changes coming. I wouldn't just hang on to that, right? I wouldn't just hang on to that. I think that's something you're going to move past. You're definitely going to move past that. So I don't think that's going to be like a permanent kind of thing, sort of temporary. Scott Lynn, are you going to create another deck? Yeah, kind of. Okay, the tarot class that I'm coming up with is literally going to be the longest, most exhaustive class on making tarot cards ever. The main focus is showing you every media that you could. If you want to do watercolor, I'm going to show you step by step. Use these watercolors. Here's how much it costs. Here's where you get your stuff from. Here's what kind of things you can do with it, etc. If you want oil paint, I'm going to show you oil paint. If you want pastels, I'm going to show you pastels. Deep dive into all the media. Now we're going to go digital, right? Now I'm going to say, hey, you want to go to digital route? Here's the 5 softwares that I would use. Here are the libraries that I would buy for these softwares. Here's the subscription services I would subscribe to. Here's the gear that you're going to need to make this happen. You want to do it on iPad? Let's create cards on iPad. You want to do it on a PC and Photoshop? We'll do that. You want to do it in Affinity Photo? We can do that. I'm going to do all of these different things, make cards so you can see exactly what you need, exactly how to do it in every single platform. And then we're going to go to the printer. Use these printers. Which printer is good? Which printer is bad? Then we're going to go to Kickstarter. How do I host it on Kickstarter? What do I do? What do I say? How do I get this printed? How do I get a prototype? What kind of things do I need to do? It's going to be the most exhaustive tarot card creation class ever. Nobody can touch what I'm about to do. I'm telling you now, nobody is going to get even remotely close to this. Anyway, Sarah, how does Julian see me? We're keeping it pro. We're keeping it all pro tonight for Sarah. I'm just saying, Sarah's going all pro tonight. Sarah, you wanted a particular deck. Let me see what you said. I remember scrolling through and I see you wanted a deck. You want Tarot in Wonderland. Okay. We'll do Tarot in Wonderland for you then. There you go. All right, let's reach over here and go with the Tarot in Wonderland. I'm also going to show you some of the secrets that people do, some of the things that they did on their tarot decks that you can do too, or some shortcuts that you can take to make the whole damn thing much easier, simpler, and quick, because ain't nobody got time for 1,000 hours of tarot card creation. A couple of dark cards here. Interesting. How does Julian see me? Let's keep it pro. Death card, Strength card, and the Knight of Swords. That's kind of weird. I would say that, do they even notice you? Death card and Strength card. It's almost like that they're moving past you, or they're moving past something, or you had some interaction that they didn't like, or there was something going on that they saw that they didn't like, but they're moving past it. It's almost like they're coming around and being a little bit more on your side. It's almost, did you have like an argument with this person, or did you like run into this person, or is somebody discuss something with this person? It almost feels like they're trying to avoid you in some aspect. Strength card and the Death card. Again, very interesting what a combination is from here. The Death card especially just means that they kind of need something different from you. It's almost like they're not accepting as you are. They're not just sort of making a check mark across there and saying, hey, Sarah, you know, I like them exactly. It's almost like they need to change it, need to adjust something or change some things, how they go. A Knight of Swords says they're willing to run with you. In fact, I think you're going to get stuck with this person at some point. It's like you're going to get stuck with this person where you can't dodge them anymore like that. It's something weird. I'm just saying something weird's going on is what I'm saying. Something weird's going on. In addition to that, you're going to get stuck with this person, and you're going to have either a project on them, or you're going to be in somewhere with them where you just can't leave, or they're going to be assigned to you in some way. There's something weird's going to happen with this individual. I would say in the next like 3 to 4 months, basically. So it's almost like you're stuck with them. You're stuck with them kind of thing. Interesting, kind of a weird read. Very weird. No argument, no anything like that. But it's almost like that they don't accept you as you are, is what I'm saying. They don't accept you as you are. As odd as that sounds, I'm just telling you what this says. I'm just telling you what it says. Anyway, Tosh has something below again. Let's look at Tosh's next. Okay, then Tosh just did that. All right, we're doing Catherine Home. Catherine Home wants to know something. They want to know, what does this month hold for me? We might as well keep the Tarot in Wonderland out and keep using that today. By the way, in case you don't have this deck, it's like this. You'll love this deck. Barbara Moore just doesn't come up with any bad decks. I've never really broken out a Barbara Moore deck and said, ew. Every Barbara Moore deck, I'm like, whoa, that looks right. She hires some great artists. She hires some great artists with that. A Death and the Five of Swords. I think that this month, Death is a bit extreme for this month, the changes, except that, right? Jessica, you are after the next Tosh, basically a couple of reads out. I did not skip you, I promise. Philippe, what's going on? Good to see you. All right. This month is setting up for next month, is what we kind of get here. This month is setting up for next month. It's almost like you have an appointment, or you have something to go to, or you have somebody that's expecting you, and you have some things that are expected from you in January, and this month is kind of setting up for that. It's almost financially as well. You have something that's expected, or something that's coming up that's sort of waiting out there for you, basically. So I would say financially, you have something waiting out there for you. We have everybody wants to know where they're at in the queue. All right, it's almost like everybody is out there waiting for you. We have some things that are being set up for next month, and you have some appointment, or you have somebody waiting for you. You have something expected of you in January, and December is kind of setting up for that in a lot of different ways. We're here in the queue. And next is Just Beautiful, and then is RR, and then is the Tosh, and then after that is Jessica. So Jessica, you are inserted here. You're in between Tosh and Veronica right there. So a couple of reads away. So there is the queue. Everybody should know where they're at in the queue now. If you don't, just let me know. All right, let's see, and I'll be happy to show it to you again. Just Beautiful is next. Please, advice for dealing with a 14-year-old daughter. Renee, thank you for your donation. Okay, let's see. We're going to use my deck. In case you don't have this is my deck. I mean, it's a waterfall tarot, you know? It's a waterfall tarot. In case you wonder how it was made, you're about to find out. You're about to find out. You're about to discover how the waterfall tarot was made. And it was made very easily. Okay, anyway, advice for dealing with a 14-year-old daughter. That's a lot of complexity right there. Not something you can easily do, that is for sure. 8 of Pentacles reversed. We do have the 6 of Cups. We do have the Page of Wands. The main thing here is going to be the 6 of Cups. Just be supportive. Make them understand that you are supportive. You support what they do. You support them. You are on their side. Because I think that's going to be critical here. You're on their side, right? You support them. You love them. Let them know that you are the parent, but you still love them. You have that. The 6 of Cups is a great connection card. It is an emotional connection between family members. And this really kind of says it all for the read. You know, just make sure that they know that you love them, you support them, and you are there for them. I think that covers 99% of kind of, what happens in the next, right? Because the minute they think that you're against them, or the minute they think you're not on their side, they're going to look for somebody else that is on their side. That could become a problem. Page of Wands. It's a page. It's a youngster. It is somebody that may need guidance, that may need to understand from somebody that is older how everything works, how the world works, how things operate. I think that's obviously your role, right? And you kind of let them know that. Let them know that you've been through what they've been through. You've been through that before. You have done all of that before. This is something you're very familiar with, and you can assist where you need to assist. But they are still a youngster, and they do need guidance. It's not like they can just go out on their own. They need guidance. They need support, and make them understand that, you're still a child. I'm responsible for what you do. So if you go out and do something weird, it's my ass is on the line, right? So Page of Wands, you need to understand what you do affects me, and therefore I have the authority coming in through here. 8 of Pentacles reversed. This is something where they do need activities as well. So activities that are going to be beneficial to them. So what kind of interest do they have? Do they like sports? Maybe get them into sports and have that activity or something to do. Do they like, I don't know, video games? What kind of video games do they like? Get in a video game with them, play with them and stuff like that. And, sort of have fun with that. So whatever they're into, make that a opportunity to connect, and make that opportunity to be with them and keep them busy, so they don't get out and do things that, they're going to regret later, I guess. Anyway, there's some just general advice about dealing with youngsters. There you go. Just beautiful. That is your read. Now we got RR Tosh, and Jessica Taylor is after that. How does the new Aries guy feel about me? Let's see what kind of Aries action we can get by ditching my deck and going with a nice, lovey deck like, I'm just saying, Modern Love. Renee, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Scott Lynn, do you ever use the echoes of nature? No, I do not. Linda, welcome at the stream. How are you doing tonight? I don't know. I don't think anybody wants to see the echoes of nature. Considering like the 10 people that back that deck, I don't think anybody wants to see the echoes of nature. I don't know. Maybe I'll use it more later. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. How does the new Aries guy feel about me? What kind of Aries ram actions can we get rammed in here? Wheel of Fortune, they like you being around, day-to-day activities with the Wheel of Fortune's always good on how they feel about me. Hierophant, this is somebody that has some potential to get serious with. It is somebody that has some just overall good potential that I think that you can dig into for sure. Nine of Wands, it is a wounded warrior. This is somebody that is going to be, a little bit on the unusual side. If you're okay with that, if you're all right with that, Linda, thank you for your donation. All right, let's see. Nine of Wands. If you can put up with their idiosyncrasies, I think you'll be okay. All right? Idiosyncrasies, I think you will be okay. You'll be all right at the end of the day. Nine of Wands, it says they are bringing in a little bit of baggage or some unusual things into the relationship. It's going to be all right. Hierophant says this has a lot of potential if you can get through the initial phase. Hello, B. Thank you for your donation. And the Wheel of Fortune, they love being around you. They love the consistency that you have. I think that is going to be one of the key factors in there. All right. We got Linda wants to know if the earth is flat. I don't know. Okay, Tosh, and then Jessica Taylor. Jessica Taylor is after Tosh, but right now, Tosh wants to know something important. She wants to know what is going on. We're going to respond. All right, by the end of 2020, customer escalation team manager. Basically, am I going to be a manager? Am I going to get my career goals? Am I going to get my career goals? I think that's a valid question. We're going to hit the career goals with this deck right here because the wheel is a career goals kind of deck, is what I'm saying. A career goals kind of deck is what I am saying. Get great readings with the echoes of nature. All right, well, that's cool. Doy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Picasso coming in with the dono. Thank you for that. All right, am I going to get a team manager position, right? I'm going to get a bonus. I'm going to get a boost. Six of Wheels says that it is offered to you. Absolutely. I like this. I like it a lot. The Six of Wheels is what you need. It's what you need with a Four of Wheels, the Tower. This is going to be a stressful ass job, though. I mean, your career goals is stressful. Your career goals are bringing you to a stressful point. I hope you know that. But if you're willing to put in the extra time, you're willing to put in the extra hours, if you're willing to deal with people that don't want to be there, if you're willing to deal with people that have all sorts of interesting things going on, I think it's a thumbs up overall, right? This does fall under be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. The Six of Wheels, you are offered it indeed. The Tower, you may want to research this before you jump straight in. I'm not saying this is not a good position. I'm just saying that it could be a good position for a temporary thing if you're going to get in there. Just have it on your resume. You knock out a year or two or what have you, and then hop on over to somewhere else and be a team manager. It seems that customer escalation team manager is a little bit stressful. The Tower card, there's always something new, always something stressful with that. Four of Wheels says hang on to it though. Hang on to it for a little while. Get your experience under your belt, and then maybe start looking around a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I think you have a lot of potential there, but we'll go with thumbs up, Tosh. I think that you get it indeed. Now, finally, Jessica's been waiting around. Jessica Taylor has been saying, like, what? Will the harassment ever stop? I don't know. Will the harassment ever stop? Hopefully it stops. If it doesn't, just go to HR or something. No, I don't know. Entertainment purposes only. Anyway, Jessica, will the harassment ever stop? Let's find out. If you are being harassed, if you can just, kick somebody in the shin or something, just get them off you. Queen of Wheels, Ace of Swords, and the Magician. I think you're able to stop it. Yeah, you do have to take some action. All right. Entertainment purposes only, but you need to take some action in order for it to stop almost. Basically, the Magician, it's in your hands. This is something that you can stop. Maybe have a one-to-one talk, maybe with the person, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe have some sort of a communication that's going to be valuable, that's going to be good for this particular person. I like it. Ace of Swords does point to a communication that needs to happen. Magician says you're fully equipped to do that. I think if you go in nicely and and lovingly and understandingly and just have a discussion with the Ace of Swords. Magician says you're able to get some of that eased up. A Queen of Wheels says this is something where you do need to take control of it, right? Need to be the queen and whatnot. So I guess you could dodge it the best you can. And if you can't dodge it, then have a communication and use the Magician card. Use your abilities to do that to stop it. So yeah, it'll stop, but it just looks like an intervention is required. Now, obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never communicate with anybody based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. So that's how to. That's what it. At least that's what it says. That's what a tarot deck says. But a tarot deck is not good advice. A tarot deck is entertainment. Anyway. Let's go down to Veronica wants to know, what is Johnny the Leo's intentions for me? Oh no, you got a Leo on the line. You got a little Leo on the line going over there. Look at you, Veronica. Let's see what kind of things that Johnny has in mind for you. See what kind of plans he has. But let's go with one of our traditional old-fashioned decks, Dark Mansion Tarot. Everybody loves it. Everybody wants it. Everybody adores us some Dark Mansion. May use this for 2 reads. Can I use this for 2? No, we got so many decks. We got so many decks. We had too many decks. We got more decks coming. I backed 3 more Kickstarters today. I'm just saying, we got decks plenty. If you want tarot decks, it's a place to hang out. I can tell you that. Anyway, what are their intentions? Emperor, 9 of Wands, 7 of Swords. It's almost like they just want to keep it private. It feels like that. A Leo wants to keep it private. Overall, I like it. I think the Leo has some good potential coming in through here. And 7 of Swords, let's sneak out together. Let's keep it private. Let's keep it on the down low. It feels like this is something to keep secret or keep, just between us. Just between us and the other 30 people watching the stream and the 550 people that usually watch the stream after it's over. But just between y'all, it's 7 of Swords. Let's keep it on the down low. Emperor says they have something in mind indeed. I think they do have something in mind. They do have some intentions. They're not coming in with just like, you know what I'm saying? They're not coming in with just like random, like, hey, what's up? I think they do have intentions. They do know what's going on. They do know where they want to be, and they do know how they want this to work. And that is definitely something that is going to be good, I guess. The Emperor is a nice card when somebody does have intentions. It means you're not just wandering around aimlessly, Joe, what's going on? Good to see you. 9 of Wands. It says, I'd be careful how you want to move with this one. I'd be careful with them. Be careful with Johnny. In other words, just don't give out everything, right? Don't just throw your heart on the floor and let Johnny step on it or anything like that. I would keep some reserved a little bit. 9 of Wands, injured warrior, wounded warrior. I'd keep a little barrier in there a little while and see where Johnny's going, because you kind of want to know where he's going. The Emperor, that's fine. He's got a plan. You want to know the plan. Right? And I think the 9 of Wands, if you keep a little bit of that barrier, a little bit of it out there, I think then when you start to see the plan unfold, you'll be like, oh, I like that. Or maybe I don't like that. It definitely something needs to happen with that. Anyway, all right. Is Rob, speaking of being tested and being messed with, is Rob testing me to see if I'm the one? What the world? Why would anybody test you to see if you're the one? That seems kind of brutal. Is Rob actually doing that? I don't know. Let's get Chiro out. Okay, they did ship me a replacement. I know all of y'all were like, you need a replacement. I did get a replacement shipped. So there's a replacement shipping right now with the Tarot Oracle custom deck. I think it's going to have not damaged cards. So I like that. That's going to be a good thing. All right. But it is in the mail. It's in the mail from Chiro. And hopefully everything works out. Everything gets smoothed out with this particular deck. Because I love the deck. I like my name on the back of it. Again, is Rob testing me? Is Rob testing me? Like sticking an instant read thermometer in you? Like what's going on over there? Why are we testing you? I don't know. I mean, instant read thermometer in you? I don't think so. It's going to be a good idea, Cora. I'm just saying. Are they testing me though? Seven of Wands says they ain't ready for anything serious right yet. Rob is not quite prepared for the full-on Cora Holmes experience, is what I'm saying. They're not quite prepared. A little bit of a defensiveness feel here with the High Priestess, right? With the High Priestess, they do want some information. So in case you're wondering, are they trying to get some information about me? Yeah, the High Priestess is all about collecting said information, but they're so defensive against it. Why can't they just relax? Why can't Rob just be a normal Rob? Why can't Rob just hang out and be fun and be there? They say they've had some damage in the past, right? A little bit of this Five of Swords action. They've had some damage in the past. They had somebody screw them over pretty bad. So I think they're kind of a little gun shy with this, right? You're going to get a little defensive here, trying to collect some information, find out if you're not going to do, I knew this dude. One time I knew this guy, and his girlfriend, well, his ex-girlfriend, bought a big tray, a big pan, like a sheet pan from a store, a cooking store or whatever, where the restaurant supply. And she put it full of coal and burning stuff. She lit it all up, and then she slid it underneath this dude's engine in his car. And needless to say, the entire engine was just trashed. Anyway, I was just like, oh my God. I'm not saying that Rob had the same experience, but I am saying that Rob's had some damage in the past. And Rob needs to sort of move past that. Rob ain't successfully moved past that yet. Now, is Rob a good prospect, Cora? Is Rob somebody good that you want to be with, that you think is great, that's going to be okay? I think so. The Four of Wands. You just got to let them do their thing, right? You just got to let them understand, hey, I ain't here to damage you. I'm just me. You need to freaking relax. You need to take a step back and relax because you're really high maintenance right now. Rob, if you're listening, you're too high maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you just got to relax. Don't be as defensive. Don't be trying to collect all this information. Just relax and have fun. A relationship, should be simple. It should be easy. It shouldn't be a lot of stress and anxiety. But hey, if you got somebody who's been sliding pans underneath the car, you may have some anxiety. I don't know. Julie, will I hear from C tonight? Well, you're going to get some instant gratification right now because I'm just saying, you're going to be able to give me feedback almost immediately. You know what I'm saying? You're going to wake up, Julie, and you're going to write me at email in the description. You're going to write me at this email. And you're going to say, yo, you were right or you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the beauty of finding something tonight, finding something right now, or, whatever happens. Anyway, will I hear from C tonight? Will we get some communication? Oh, look at that Knight of Swords with the immediate gratification. They are contacting you. They are communicating with you. That Page of Wands coming in with the Ten of Cups as well. We have the beautiful Ten of Cups, which means this is something you want to hear. This is a communication that you want. We have the action taken, the communication, the air feel with that Knight, the action, the activity with that air feel. I think it's a yes. I think you're going to hear from them. And obviously, give me some feedback. I mean, you can wake up tomorrow morning and write my ass. My email's down there. Email's down in the description box. Write me and let me know if they did contact you. Because I think the Ten of Cups with that Knight, with that communication, with that air flowing, with that air movement, I like it. I don't mean a fart either. I don't mean a fart. When I say air movement, I'm talking about the Knight of Swords. Tosh, that's one more. My company is one of the biggest in Canada. Little Bean. I've no idea. Signet plans to retire. Here to see me continue work for a company. It's so this for a long time. Okay, is to retire from. Retire from here? Do you see me continuing to work for the company long? Okay, do you see me continuing to work for this company for a long term? For that, let's go with our one of the most reliable decks that I have, which is the Curious Travels Tarot. I'm just saying, the Curious Travels Tarot is going to let you know. This is one of my newer decks. I'm not pleased with how it sticks. Look how it sticks together. like it doesn't like smoothly, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't like smoothly spread. You know, I got to find fault with everything. Christina says I'm a glass half empty kind of guy. Maybe that's the case, but I wish it spread better. It would be really great. I do want to use this on a daily basis. In fact, I am using it on a daily basis, but a Four of Swords. Long term, Justice and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to say, yeah, I like working with you long term. It's almost like you take okay, going out on a limb here. It's almost like that you take a break from the company, but you come back. I think there's a lot of reasons you could do that. Number one, you could just quit and then they want to pay you more money and bring you back. I think that's a distinct possibility. Number two, you quit, but then you come back under a different position in the same company. Does that make sense? So I got a different position in the same company, but overall I think you work for them, but you take a break, right? We have a Four of Swords action, a break, a separation. The 10, we're coming back. We're having a good time. Just as things balance out, we're able to get the imbalance balanced. It's almost like you come up and you are imbalanced or you feel like things aren't right? Things aren't correct. Things aren't right. So you leave and then you come back maybe at a different spot, but at the same company. I still like it. Tosh, thank you for your other donation. Val Mary has a question below. Val Mary, what you got going on? Starting your classes in software development next Monday. How things go in the career? Will I get approved of anything successfully? Now, as a software developer for 30 years, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I think that'll be fun. I think that would be fun. What language are you learning? Let me know. Let me know. Val Mary, if you're still in chat. You're saying that's so funny or something. Anyway, Val Mary, what language are you learning? Let me know what language you are learning. I'm always kind of curious, people that are breaking into software development, what are they doing, right? Because there's literally a job for every damn language that you can possibly think of. Even the weird, obscure languages like C++. I met some dude who's still coding C++. Now, you know, I can understand if a dude's coding C, you know, for maybe robotics or some automation or some machines, they're coding C. But C++, I thought that was long dead because ain't nobody got time for C++. Back in the day, C++, you got to like use optimized Java. Okay, you had to use optimized crap and, you know, wanted to switch to Java at that point. Anyway, but yeah, he does C++ for a living. Okay. I wouldn't do that. I'd rather like pull my hair out individually until I'm bald. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. But sure, Java is a good language. Java has a lot of potential. Java has a lot of good stuff. J2EE is kind of on the outs. I think there's still people using J2E. A lot of people have moved to C#. C# is kind of on the outs too. A lot of people are using dynamic web stuff like Angular and shit like that. Anyway, but yeah, Java's fun. Yeah, pointers. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for pointers. Pointers to a function pointers to a pointer, scroll that. Anyway, all right. How's it going to be? You're going to like it. Knight of Cups. You're going to like it. You're going to have fun. Java's fun. J2E is kind of on the outs, but there are companies, that are hiring you. There's a lot of positions with Java. Java it sort of opens the door to a lot of different stuff, especially for front-end stuff. JavaScript is one of the main things you're going to get if you're going to get into Angular or you're going to get into, Node.js and stuff like that. I mean, anyway, but yeah, Java's fun. Java's fine. Sure. You're going to have fun. Anyway, 9, right? This is something you're going to get lost in it. And I think it's because of the complexity. There is some complexity in it. Andrew's relearning Lua. Well, you can write World of Warcraft stuff. I mean, hey, write a World of Warcraft add-in. The 9, it says you're in the woods. You're going to be in the woods at some point, right? So that's going to be a difficult place to be, but sure, you're in the woods. And I think the woods there's a lot of stuff. Once you're into Java, now they want you to do CSS. Now they want you to do basic HTML. And once you're out front end, and now all of a sudden you're learning Angular or you're learning some other things. I think it's going to spread out to different things. And that's kind of what you're looking at with this, right? It's going to spread out into a lot of different things that you need to know, and it's going to be fun and challenging for sure. The 2, It says take your time with this. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to learn everything. This is one of the things that you need to sort of understand about software development. You need to figure out where you want to go, right? Where you want to go. I want to do these things. In other words, I want to do Java. Okay, now you need to go out on the internet and look for jobs and make sure that you can get employed and make sure that you qualify for whatever requirements they have, because there's a lot of Java shops that require a degree for no freaking reason whatsoever, but sure. Anyway, you also need to write stuff on your own so you have a profile of software that you wrote on your own that you can show people during interviews and they'll like it. They'll be like, cool, that's cool. So you know what you're doing. I think that's the main point, right? That's sort of where the two is. You know what you're doing. You have your selection of things you're carrying around, like, you know what I mean? Like carrying around the Mona Lisa, right? Carrying around the Mona Lisa. He carried around the Mona Lisa. It's so small because he carried it around as his profile painting. But yeah, you need to keep something to carry around. So write some independent stuff on your own and whatnot. But yeah, overall, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a good time. Third, Microsoft certification. I do have 30 certifications. In case you want to know, that's how weird I am. I have 30 certifications, technical certifications, and most of those were like 2 to 3 tests each. Anyway, but I'm kind of hardcore like that. Now, what I realized early on in my career was that I could read a large book, and for some reason I could regurgitate it very well, and so I would go take a certification. I would go buy a certification book, I'd read it, I go take the test. And if it was in the book, I'd kind of remember most of it and I would pass the test. Anyway, so I did that for a lot. Anyway, I got 30 certifications. That's one thing, I don't know, that's a weird skill I have, is to be able to read like a 1,000-page book and be able to regurgitate stuff out of it. Anyway, I don't know. Weird skill to have, but sure, whatever. Anyway, Marie, let's find out what's going on with you. I do not see a question. Marie, maybe you asked a question and you need me as a mentor. No, I'll be a terrible mentor. I'd be a terrible mentor. I have the patience of nobody. I have zero patience for anything. Anyway, Marie, hello, everyone. Marie, hey. Marie, I don't know what your question is, but thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. If you want to see my profile, no, that's kind of embarrassing code. I do have code that I wrote for the stream, which is the YouTube Super Chatter. Link in the description for the Super Chatter. You can look at my absolutely terrible code. The problem is I don't know what YouTube is doing, so I had to hack it, basically. That's what I do. I hack things. I had to hack it and try to figure out what YouTube was doing while not doing it properly. Anyway, how does my weekend look? Renee wants to know. Let's see what is happening with that. A little weekend action going. Oh, we want to use this deck over here. It has been a hot minute. No, not really a hot minute. This is the Arcana Tarot. You know what I mean? You may have a photographic memory. Yeah, maybe that is her. All right, Marie has a question now. Thank you, Marie, for your question. We'll get to it after this. Okay, anyway, Renee. Well, so how does my weekend look? Let's see if we get a little weekend action in there. King of Stones. Oh, it is, the Eight of Rain, the Hanged Man. Don't abandon everything this weekend because you wanna. There's some things you just want to get rid of, some things you just want to shake this weekend. Don't. I would rethink it. Marie, thank you for reposting it. I would rethink abandoning things. You have a little bit of Eight of Rain or Eight of sort of this disappointment that is sort of coming around. TR, I thank you for your donation. We have a disappointment that is sort of coming around. Hanged Man says reevaluate things that are disappointing this weekend, because I think that they're not really as disappointing as you think they are. And I think that's sort of a sticky situation. How much are you willing to dedicate to some things and how much are you willing to not dedicate to some things? Abandoning it seems easy sometimes, but I wouldn't do that in this particular case. It's also a time to play a scratch off, right? Entertainment purposes only. It's time to play a scratch off. It is. It's time to play some scratch off, especially the ones that have like this baby blue in them. You know, I'm just saying. They have a little bit of this blue in them, but it's a cool looking blue. Play a colorful scratch off ticket. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never play scratch off tickets based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But I'd put like about $3. Don't go nuts. I would put like $2 or $3 into a couple of scratch offs. The one with the baby blue, I think it's going to have, why not? Why not? This is for the weekend, Anyway, Linda wants to know, entertainment purposes only, never buy scratch off tickets based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Is the earth flat? Let's see if the earth is flat. If I was going to have a flat earth, if I was going to have a flat earth, I would have it with a surrealist tarot. Oh, come on. Let's hear it for this being my choice of decks for this question. Come on, let's hear it. Hooray! The surrealist tarot for a flat earth question. Strength, 3 of Swords, and Death, and the Page of Wands. Now, here's what you need to do. You need to stand up on a ladder and look at the horizon. Stand up on a ladder or get on top of, something, basically get on top of something and stand up on an elevated platform. All right. Surface Silence, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Tina, welcome. How you doing? Cora, thank you for your other donation. So you're standing up on an elevated platform and you're looking at the horizon. Okay. And then I want you to get down off of the platform, right? The Tower or Death card. Get in a different position. Get in a different spot and go lower than you were before. And I want you to look at the horizon again. And I want you to tell me if it looks different than it did when you were on a highly elevated platform. That could mean go on a high part of a building and look at the horizon, and then go to the ground floor and look at the horizon and tell me if it looks different. If it looks different, then the earth is clearly not flat. The earth is a bit curved. Tiara, thank you for your other donation. Dorothy, thank you for your donation. Now, a simple way to solve the problem. A simple way, right? Because if it's flat, then from an elevated position and from this position, you should see the same object, but from a different perspective. But if it's rounded, then from here, you should see more than you do from here. Try it out. Linda, give it a shot. Give it a shot, Linda, and let me know what happens. Let's see. Is that F from Facebook? No, because Facebook just renamed themselves. That can't be from Facebook. Am I going to get married at all? Hello, B. Have I met the one that I'm going to get married to? And will I get married? Let's find out. Let's find out what kind of marriage things that you have coming with the Surrealist Tarot. We'll keep it out here. We'll keep it going. No, screw that. We're going to give up on the Surrealist Tarot, and we're going to go from the Gregory Scott Tarot. The Gregory Scott Tarot. How much longer are we going tonight? I think Christina's still at freaking work. Let me see. Hang on. Let me see if Christina's still at work. Where's my stupid delivery from Amazon? It's been pending delivery for like 4 days. Okay. Christina's still at work. It looks like we'll go a little bit longer. Ain't no reason to leave. All right. Anyway, am I getting married at all? And is the person I'm marrying actually here? Do I know them? Have I met them? Let's find out what kind of things we have for the marriage. Now, you've had a rough-ass relationship set. You've had a rough relationship set up. You have. And it is discouraging. That is for sure. That is for sure. You have a rough time. 3 of Swords says that, you've had the breakup, you've had the heartbreak. It feels like a lot of things just ain't working out. But I think you have somebody new that is coming in. The Fool. And I think it is an earth sign, and you are going to be very pleased with this particular individual. 10 of Wands, though, it says that they do bring in some interesting things that you haven't encountered before. But Ace of Wands says you should pursue it. Basically, pursue some relationship that haven't happened yet. We have an earth sign that is looking great. It has a fantastic potential going on here. Overall, yeah, you will get married. I think you will get married. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but it is something you have to be patient with. I think there's a pattern that you're stuck in with just disappointment, or a pattern that you're stuck in with people that are wasting your freaking time. And you need to move past that. You need to move into the next phase. And the next phase is basically the earth sign that's going to be able to offer you some things that you haven't gotten before, that you just have not gotten before. Basically, just be patient with it. So yes, you will get married. You have not met them yet. You will know that basically come in casual dress. It's like khakis with like a blue or a red shirt or something. Anyway, Tina wants to know what's going on. Anyway, I don't know. Tina, let me figure out what is happening over here. What is happening? Tina, I got you. Thank you. Tina, I got your donation. Thank you so much. You are next. And who else is pending? Hang on. Let me find out who else is pending over here. So Tina, I got you. I got you next. And you do not need to repost your question, Marie. I got you next as well. Somebody's at my door. Hang on. Somebody's at my door. Is it the package I've been waiting like literally forever for? Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to check my door real quick. Somebody's pressing the button doorbell. Where's this some random dude? Some random dude's eating chips outside of my door. What's going on? This random dude is eating chips outside of my door. What does he want? Let me mute and find out what this dude wants. Okay, the random dude eating chips outside of my door actually had my package. So we're good. We're good. All right, we're good. Can this night get any weirder? Can this night get any weirder? The answer is no. The answer is no. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad he was eating Doritos. In case you're wondering, he was eating Doritos. Okay. All right. But he did have my package. I finally got it. All right. Anyway. All right. Yes, you're going to get married. Khakis, a red or blue shirt. We're good. Earth sign. All right. Jay's scared. No need to be scared about the man eating chips. He was finished with the chips. That's okay. All right. Marie. Question. I'm like, dude, you interrupted my stream. All right. Anyway. Okay. X and I reconnected, and his ex reached out to me twice now. That's rude. That's rude. I invited both of them to talk, and we did, to clear the air. She said it was clear, then came back. What are her intentions? What are her intentions? What is going on? Yes, it was Fritos chips. It was Fritos chips. And he did get me my package that I've been waiting for like 4 freaking days. So good news. Good news. We're on there. Anyway, Marie wants to know all of this stuff. All right. Basically, she wants to cause problems. She ain't going to give up anytime soon. She wants to she likes causing a little bit of grief. I got to say, you're coming at this from a perspective of trying to fix it, but you're just going to have to give her time to separate and go away, and you're just going to have to kind of ignore her, basically, right? The Nine of Swords, she is bringing in grief, and that was kind of the intention in the first place. She is bringing in some grief. You're going to kind of have to put up with that. The Lovers, she still wants this person. She still wants this person in their life, and that's why they're reaching out. That's why they're reaching out. They're hoping you'll give up and leave. But you're not. Marie, you're stronger than that. You're just going to put her on ignore and tell him to put on ignore, etc. You know, just get rid of her. Just, you gotta move on. You gotta move on. All right. Now, CS, I don't know if I can say you say, okay, TS. Okay, TS wants to know something. TS wants to know what's going on with me, me? Okay, what's going on with me for next 6 months? All right, let's see what's going on with the next 6 months. By the way, TS, your reading that got approved finally on PayPal. I did that today. It's like the third reading or fourth reading. You can rewind and it will be there. Anyway, we are ending soon. Watching this person eat some Doritos kind of making me hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of making me hungry. I may go eat a banana and take a shower after the stream. We'll see what's going on with that. Anyway, what's going on with you for the next 6 months? What kind of things can we look forward to in the next 6 months? We got the Ten of Pentacles. Your financial situation is going to change. Your financial situation is going to improve. Ooh, that is so freaking weird. That is so weird. Okay. TS, in your first reading, you had the Tower as your last card. And that was the reading that I owed you from like 2 days ago. In this reading, you have the Tower card at the end again. You have the Tower card at the end again. I think things are really going to be changed for you in the next 6 months, quite frankly. I think things are going to be changed for you in the next 6 months. I think that's good. Jay, thank you for your donation over PayPal. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because your other reading, you said, hey, I'm at my wit's end. What can I do? I said, you're involved in the Tower. You're involved standing in the midst of the Tower. And I think it's going to sort of crumble down and be better overall. Ace of Wands says you have a lot of opportunities coming to make it better too. I think it's going to be pretty clear cut what you need to do to make it better, or clear cut what you need to chase to improve the situation. I think that's going to be important for you. When you see the opportunities to chase something that is going to improve things, I definitely need to improve that as it goes. Knight of Pentacles says, hang on to things that are productive for you. Does that make sense? Hang on to things that are productive for you. Don't give up everything. So when the Tower is happening and the Tower is crumbling, when a lot of the things are annoying you or weighing you down or freeing up or getting away from you, you definitely want to use that opportunity to chase the new things. Not only that, but hold on to what you can. Hold on to the things that are benefiting you, the things that are going to be useful to you at the end of the day. Ten of Pentacles says financial situation is going to get much better too. Much better too. That's what I see going on in the next 6 months. Also something with your car. Something's happening with your car, I would say, in the next 3 months as well. Anyway, at least that's what the tarot says. That's what I think. Anyway, Doi wants to know, will the Gemini reach out? I'm a Libra. Let's find out. Oh, I'm sorry. Will the Gemini reach out? Me, a Libra. All right, Doi, let's find out if the Gemini is going to indeed reach out. Maybe they'll come to your door eating some chips. And I'm just saying. I'm just saying, maybe they'll come to your door eating some chips. If you're going to come to my door eating some chips, you at least need to be subscribed. You at least need to be subscribed. I'm telling you now. We have the Tarot News, which ain't anywhere else. Well, I mean, it kind of, well, not the real Tarot News. It ain't anywhere else. You got all sorts of 1,500 videos for lessons. We got lessons on how to create your own tarot cards coming up. We got a ton of stuff going on over here. If you're not subscribed, you're going to miss all of it. You're going to miss the 100 decks that I pre-ordered. You're going to miss all of the unboxings of Kickstarters you never even heard of that looked amazing. You're going to miss all of that stuff if you're not subscribed. You got to be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you're crazy at this point. This is a place to hang out if you like tarot at all. And I assume you like tarot, because otherwise, why the hell are you here? Anyway, will Gemini reach out? Oh, Ace of Pentacles, yes. And yes, and yes. Gemini needs to do some thinking. They need to make some choices. The Gemini's on the fence. The Gemini's on the fence about a lot of things, Doi. They are. They're on the fence about stuff. They truly have the twins attitude from this, right? They are on the fence about a lot of different things, and they need to make up your mind. They need to make up their mind about you. And that's important. And I think being a Libra, you want that balance. You definitely want the balance on how that is. The Temperance card says balance is going to be critical and important to you in this. But they don't have balance. They're back and forth. They're all over the place sometimes. Ace of Pentacles says they will reach out, though. They will. But they'll reach out almost under the guise of this instability, or they'll reach out with almost like some drama or something. You're just like, what's going on over here? You just understand that they need to make some decisions and they're putting it off. They're not quite prepared to make the decisions. A lot of stuff is going on in their life and they're back and forth and they're kind of wobbling back and forth I don't know. But you're going to have to make them make a choice eventually. And I think that's going to come to a head here because they don't want things sometimes. They want things other times. Ace of Pentacles overall says they will reach out, but you're going to have to put up with some stuff during that process. I think it's okay, but you need to get them to make a decision. And that's going to be difficult for this person to make a hard decision that they're going to stick with. Is it okay to ask Frank for a kiss? Oh my. Listen.
Mwah.
Let's see what's going on. If I'm going to get a kiss from somebody, I'm going to use the Heaven and Earth Tarot. It's what I'm saying. When you see the Heaven and Earth Tarot, you know what you want to do?
Mwah.
You want to reach out and kiss somebody. Is what I'm saying. You just want to reach out and kiss somebody. This is true. This is fact. This is fact. I would not reach out for them for a kiss. I just wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's the herpes sore on their mouth. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know. I would not. I would not ask for a kiss for this particular individual. It's rough cards. It's rough cards. I mean, Frank, whatever you got going on over there, it seems rough. It just seems rough. The Three of Swords coming in as the first card isn't a good player to be up at bat. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good player to be up at bat, as well as the Nightmare cards going on with all this other stuff, as well as the Nightmare cards coming on all of this other stuff. But yeah, it is difficult for this particular individual. So I don't know. You need to be careful. It also seems that I think they're kissing somebody else at work. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of that action, they're kissing somebody else at work. Just be aware of that. A King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles says you got a lot of other better options. You got more better options. I would skip it. We're going with a thumbs down. I'm sorry, Frank. Frank, you could have got you some, but Frank, it looks rough tonight. Frank, you got a rough read, Frank. You got a rough read. All right. I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry in advance. All right. Let's go to the Tarot Tower and get the Northern Animal Tarot. And Kristen Fury, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I'm going to say now that this thin deck of cards has a version 2 on the Kickstarter. And the version 2 looks a hell of a lot better than the version 1. It kind of makes me want to get a new one. The version 2 looks a lot more vibrant and pretty than this one does. I feel scared. No. I feel like I should just get the version 2 and just give this one away or something because it looks a lot better. I don't know if they color corrected it. I don't know. Anyway, Tosh has another question below. I thought I answered them all. Apparently I did not. Oh my God, I wish I could show you. Will you try to get, okay. I got a haircut and I'm turned off. I wish I could show you. You can show me, I guess. Put a picture of your hair in chat. Anyway, will he try to get physical tonight? Oh, yeah. All right. The dude eating chips at the door. We got it. Okay, Tosh. Tosh got a bad haircut, and it may affect Tosh's ability to get some action tonight. I'm just saying, It reminds me of a Seinfeld episode. Reminds me, A got a haircut. All right. A got a haircut, and I'm turned off. I wish I could show you. Okay. Will he try to get physical? Okay, so it sounds like A got a bad haircut. Maybe A should just go full crew cut at this point. I don't know. I don't see A. I mean, if you have a picture of A's hair, post it in chat. Anyway, so, A's hair is apparently so bad that we don't want to get physical. Is that what I'm understanding? And so A ain't going to get any action? You're okay. He got a haircut that's so bad that it turned you off. All right. All right. I mean, maybe they smell bad too. I don't know. Okay, so basically A is not getting any action tonight because of a bad haircut. Now, that's why you gotta tip that barber good. You can't get a discount barber. You know what I'm saying? You know that discount place down the street that cuts your hair for like $9? You ain't gonna get no action tonight if you go there. Okay? All you men, you need to listen up. If you're bald, don't worry about it. Okay? Don't worry about it. Anyway, Page of Cups. Ace of Swords, I think he's coming in for the goalie. He's coming in for the goalie, is what I'm saying. You got the two of, you're going to have to make some decisions with this. You know what I'm saying? You may have to turn the light out. You may have to have him wear a hat. He may have to wear a hat in order to get any action tonight. But I think he's coming in for the goalie. Ace of Swords, he's coming straight in there. He wants to penetrate Kether. He wants to penetrate Kether, okay? And Page, if you understand if you understand tarot, you understand the joke. Page of Cups says he needs some tonight. So I think that they are coming in for the goalie, and you're going to have to make him wear a hat, or you're going to have to make him turn the light off. Something's going to happen with that. Tiara has 2 questions, and Tiara, you are next. Tiara. We got Tiara right here, and then we got Tiara right here. And we just did Tosh, and now Tiara's here. Now, Tiara, if you're new, it takes a long time to get to your question on this show because it's the Tarot Oracle show, is what I'm saying.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
And we have 40 donations tonight. So that's a lot of donations. We have 40 of them tonight. So you're going to have to understand. You got to be patient with me. I'm sorry. Anyway, all right. You got to get a good barber. How will my night go tonight? Didn't I just answer that? Will I hear from C? No, I answered, will I hear C from? Okay. How will my night go? And how is Drew feeling for me? Let's find out how that is going to go. We're going to go over here. And we are going to get this one and read you with this. How will the night go tonight? As long as you have a good haircut, it could go good. Long as you have a good haircut, it could go well. If you have not seen the Seinfeld episode where the lady gets in good light and bad light and becomes very attractive versus ugly based upon the lighting situation, you'll understand a situation. Anyway, Tiara, how will the night go tonight? 6 of Pentacles says we get gifts. We have a lot of things good. The Star says tonight is easy because you know where to go, or you know what to pursue. You know where to be, right? This is going to be something that you need to pursue the Star. You need to pursue the things that are going to be laid out in front of you. The Fool says enjoy it, go forth, and don't have any expectations. And that's going to be an important part about tonight. Don't have any expectations. The less expectations you have going in, the better off it will be by a long shot. Okay, Cora, will me and Rob ever be married, or will we be living together, or will we have an opportunity with that? Let's look by using the curious creatures, because we are curious creatures indeed, Cora, and we want to know if you and Rob are ever going to be married, or are we going to be living together? Let's find out what that is. By the way, we're ending soon. We got 5 readings, and then we're going to get out of here. And Christina has not left work yet, so we have time. We got time. The Fool is back. Interesting indeed. We have the Star, the Fool, and the Star. We just had the Fool and the Star. Living together, yes. Married is going to be difficult. I think that Rob is going to dodge marriage like a NFL linebacker. I really think so. The star says you are destined to be together, but Rob is very iffy sometimes on getting into a full-term commitment. The Fool says, hey, they're willing to do whatever we want. We're willing to sort of jump out, leap out, and get whatever going on that we can. Ace of Swords says they're very good at communicating what they need, how they like it, and whatnot, but getting Rob to sort of settle down into a marriage is going to be difficult. Living together is going to be okay. Queen of Pentacles, we have things together. We have things that we can unite and join together and be together. That's going to be fine. The Star and the Fool, we got a lot of good things with this. Marriage, going to be difficult to get them to settle down. Living together, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's go with a kind of a thumbs up. I mean, kind of a thumbs up. We can live together. It comes down to a situation where you do need to do a little Two of Pentacles action here and make a choice, because I think that they mess around enough to where you're just like, what's going on with that? Anyway, Dorothy is next. Dorothy, thank you for your donation. Dorothy wants to know what's coming towards me in the next couple of months. Let's find out what is going on with a little Buddha Tarot. You know what I'm saying? A little Buddha Tarot action. What can we get? What can we do with all of that stuff? Let's find out. And I think we got Tiara again. We got MW, Kristen, and all of that other stuff. All right. It's going to be next couple of months. Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, and Nine of Swords. It's almost like at work or at some position, at something we have going on. Six of Wands says the next couple of months is going to be successful. It's almost like some project wraps up, something wraps up, something finishes off. And I think that's going to be an important part here. Something finishes up, something finishes off in the next couple of months. And that's going to be good for you, because you're kind of waiting for this thing to wrap up, kind of waiting for this thing to finish up. Queen of Wands says you have a unique ability in the next couple of months to get things organized and moving. That's going to be important if we're working or if we have something happening that needs that kind of organization. It's almost like you need to take charge in order to make something happen. Like somebody else falls down on the job or somebody else falls down, they're not able to get stuff. You have an opportunity to pick it up and run with it. The Queen of Wands is CEO and all of these other things. It's going to be fantastic for you. Overall, I see a very successful couple of months as well. Knight of Swords says any movement that needs to happen, I think you need to get that moving. In other words, if you see a potential movement, I would not wait. I would not hesitate. Knight of Swords sort of runs in, it dashes in, and makes things happen. I think that's going to be your position. Just making things happen, making things work is going to be important at the end of the day with the next couple of months. All right. We got 4 more readings to go. We got Tiara. How's Drew feeling for me? We can go back. Go back to the future. No, we can go back to the Modern Love Tarot and see what's going on with Drew. How's Drew going to treat you? How's Drew going to be all right? How are they feeling for me? The Devil and the Chariot. I'd be careful of what their intentions are. They do have mixed intentions. That's for sure. Mixed intentions with that. The Devil with the Chariot. I'm making movement, but during my movement, I sort of slip up and show you what is going on, or slip up and show you all of the things that I want, or the things that I'm expecting, or the things that I need. I think the Devil kind of says that reality is going to be something that is not their forte. I think they have a little bit too much of an active imagination, or too much of an active expectation on some things. They do want to make a lot of movement happening, but I don't think some of it is going to be in your best interest at all. Basically, I would sort of watch and see and find out how everything is going to go, basically, and be hesitant as far as anything they want you to sign up for, basically, right? HTTPS join port 443 themselves. How are you doing? Let's see. It's an IT joke. Love Life reading. Will Noah make a move? Let's find out if Noah is going to make the move that they need to by using the Tarot of Mystical Moments up in here. The Tarot of Mystical Moments makes it happen sometimes. Now, Love Life reading. Will Noah make a move? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Look Look at the graphics. We got to love reading. We got to love reading up in here. A little bit of harsh. We're going with a thumbs up from them making a move. Absolutely. Page of Wands, though, it does say they're not really good at making a move. So if you can put up with that, I think you're going to have a successful arena with that. Two of Cups is making a move. It is conjoined twin. It is coming together. That's what you need. Absolutely. Page of Wands says I'm kind of coming in a little either too strong or I'm coming in. I don't really know what I'm doing, right? Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. And that's okay. That's okay. At least they made a move. At least they made a move. I like that. I think that there's some good potential in this relationship. I think you should definitely pursue this particular thing. I think it's got some good stuff with it. Anyway, Kristen just broke up with, okay, we got Jade coming. How's he feeling? I just broke up with my boyfriend. Well, he's not feeling good. You just dumped him. He's not feeling good. This might hurt Taro. This might hurt Taro. You just dumped him. What do you mean, how's he feeling? You just dumped him. Update the certificate. Yeah, that's probably a good sign. Probably a good sign. Get on Vanafi and get that certificate updated. Anyway, I just dumped my boyfriend. You dumped your boyfriend. How are they feeling? They're not feeling good. They're not feeling good. They're not feeling good. Unless it was like, this is you, not me, unless you were getting set up. But I don't think your boyfriend's that planned that ahead. But I think they're not doing good. Nine of Wands. They feel injured. They feel wounded because Kristen dumped me. Kristen dumped me. I loved Kristen. I was all about Kristen. I thought we were going to have sex this weekend. Nine of Wands. Kristen just dumped me. Just dumped me. I feel bad. I feel very bad. Four of Cups. There was a lot of things in the relationship that I didn't want, so that's kind of okay, right? It wasn't really working out. Ain't nobody got time for things that don't work out, but, Four of Cups, it didn't work out. I was giving Kristen an offer that she didn't want, and Kristen was like, you screw this, I'm out, right? I'm out. Kristen had to go. The Knight of Swords had to get on the motorcycle and ride off with the birds. And just exit stage left. So not doing good. They're an injured warrior, but I think it was necessary because they were giving you a lot of things you just didn't want to deal with. And that is a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. There's only so much of that you can take in life. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much that you can take in life with that. Anyway, Jade is the last reading of the night. Jade wants to know. Jade is like, hey, would it be good for me to finish studying this certification? All right, we have a certification, and as with all certifications, it feels like it's taking forever, and it's damn expensive too. Certifications, man, every certification is so expensive. Inflation, I guess. I don't know. I mean, how hard is it to put me a test in front of me and me pass? You know what I mean? Like the old days when you can get certification for like $100, and now not so much. Now it's much worse. Anyway, should I finish studying for this certification? Is it worth the cash? Yeah, actually. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never study for certification based on a fat man teaching you card on the internet. A Five of Cups says it's a pain in the ass. It is a pain in the booty. You're going to have to understand that going in. That's going to be the biggest thing. It's a pain. Studying for it, taking the test. I think they rigged it with a lot of trick questions that you're going to have to understand, right? It's sort of like the one of the security certifications. Like all the answers are correct, but one answer is more correct than the other ones. And if that's the one you choose, then you pass. Otherwise, you fail. I think that's one of the stupid things with some of these certifications, especially with the CCNA. CCNA is a painful certification. You got to buy like hardware in order to pass that. And every 3 years, you got to take it again. Anyway, a Five of Cups, it says it's going to be a pain. It's going to be one of those. It was a trick questions and stuff. The Fool says go for it anyway. Ace of Cups says you need this under your belt for some reason. The Three of Pentacles says maybe for a future job. Now, there's a lot of certifications that you need for jobs. If you go into graduate medical education, there's a certification there that makes a big difference. If you go for a networking position, a CCNE, it's going to really be your best friend, right? That's a good certification for that. Anyway, there are certifications. If you're going for some management, getting an lean agile certification is going to be fantastic. There are jobs where certification makes a difference. IT is kind of iffy. Some shops love certification. Some hate certification. Some are like, whatever, you got 30 certifications, whatever. Can you do my job? Right. Anyway, Ace of Cups says it gives you a satisfaction. So this could be a certification that is good for your particular thing. The Fool says, chase it, go for it, and get it done. A Three of Pentacles says you could get some job opportunities from it. Overall, yes, especially that Three of Pentacles, something's going on. It's like it opens a door that otherwise would not have been open. And that's what you want, Jade. An extra door, extra income, extra opportunity. Do it, basically. Anyway, thanks for your donation. Again, very generous as always, Jade. I love you. And I love all of you as well. We'll see you tomorrow night.